Oh, it is beautiful out. Let me get my chair. I got the microphone outside. God dang chair. Oh, for those of you thinking that they killed me, here I am. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Oh, it's beautiful out. Had some black squirrels out this morning. There's the birds. So what have we figured out? I think we figured out that these people are using sorcery, witchery, dead people to try and control living people. Indiana is a beautiful place to live, meaning the nature is beautiful. We got a bunch of eagles that have been out here. I think they probably pushed out of Canada because of them wildfires. So they flew all the way down here. I've never seen so many eagles and hawks out here. I mean, there's got to be 30 of them on the water tower. So I just want to let you folks know I did unsub to a lot of channels today. Some of them, they never come in your chat. They don't. They never watch the videos. Why support them when they don't support you? Some of them, they made bad calls, decisions. So I unsubbed from them. Some of them are just plain out scammers. You know, it takes time, folks, to get intel, to get data back, to see who's hacking your computer, to see who's harassing you in your chat. It takes time to get this data back and read properly. So it was just a matter of time before I knew that these folks were scamming me, ripping me off, using me for just channels, practicing magic on me, sorcery. The devil, right? And I can't support the devil. Sorry. I just can't do it. It is beautiful out. I'm getting some sun right now. You know, people think that I'm recluse and I don't go out and do things. I'm out all the time. People are very good to me around here. Uh, they know I mean them no harm, that I'm just a creator, YouTube creator, music dude. And they leave me alone pretty much. But once in a while, I get people that come knock on the door and walk by, want to know who's playing music or playing guitar or singing, or where my imagination comes from. I don't know. Probably sent from God. But then again, they stole that from me. So I am here to testify that the devil is real. Some say it's a guy down south there involved in some of this stuff. Maybe he might be the devil himself. I'm not sure. I don't. I don't follow these people. No, I have been stalked my whole life. I was a good-looking dude at one point, so I know what it means to be stalked, and I know what it means to have 1,000 women come up and say you got them all pregnant. You never met them in your whole life. So I know some of the stuff uh, that Upchurch is going through. I still support Upchurch. He's just a young kid, got a lot of money, a lot of time on his hands. I still support Upchurch. He's a great singer. I'm going to give the kid, I'm going to give the kid props where props are due. Upchurch is a great singer. I'd rather see him in rock and roll or just flat out country, but it's his life. I still support the kid, 100%. He's a great singer. I'll give him props where they're due. All right. I'm drinking some lemon water. Yeah. Plus, I got some people trespassing on me or doing magic or something. I really think these people tried to steal my soul. I really do. So I really do think somebody tried to steal my soul. You know, that dude Griff was talking on his channel the other day saying I was in love with somebody. I was never in love with anybody. Griff is the one that told me not to trust any of these women, that they would destroy my channel and my life. Griff was the one that told me that. And by the way, Griff, I got no problems with you. If you are watching, I got no problems with you. And I wasn't the one that said that you had all these women working for you. That was other creators. I just commented on it. I just did a video on what they were saying. I don't know if it's true. I don't believe everything I hear. If I did, I'd be in the ground. Right? I can hear some birds. Not too humid today. Let this be a lesson to you folks. Right? Let it be a lesson to people. Don't get involved with people that are being investigated by the government for missing kids or stealing or gang organizations or even YouTube creators that have gotten themselves in a ringer. And now they want me to get them out of this ringer. I'm like, what do you want me? Here I am myself as a YouTube creator trying to solve a case myself. You know? And people I sub to are getting themselves in knee-deep shit. And I'm like, what do you want me to do? And then these people that don't like these other people, they attack the channels that these people are on, right? Very devious, crazy stuff. Who can you trust? Well, I guess you can only trust God. You hear them little squirrels? I wish I can whistle. Oh, that's a bird. I'm not holding people hostage. If people don't like my channel, that's okay. My whole life I've gone through with people not liking me. I never could figure it out. I mean, I made some bad calls myself. I once was a sinner myself, but I never killed anybody, trafficked anybody, or went cuckoo crazy, right? Never sold drugs. I was never in porn. That's another thing. People think that I'm trying to break into the movie business or music business. And I'm like, I've been here all along. How? What do you mean? I've been here for you guys. No, feel free to unsub from me if you folks don't agree with what I'm saying. But I'm unsubbing from some of these crime community channels because I cannot support these people. I can't support them if they're supporting people that are actually suspects in a crime. I know all this stuff, innocent until proven guilty. But if the dang government has an inkling of a clue that this guy fits the description and acts and does exactly as the perp, then I have to believe that there is a reason why they're looking at that person. Thus, for I can't support them. No, you're going to blackmail me. I know that. You're going to try and ban my channel. I know that too. Yeah, we got a small plane flying over. It's a beautiful day for flying. But, like I said, I can't support them channels if they're going to support people. It's like Don Wells and Candace Wells, right? I can't support them when the police are coming out and saying they didn't cooperate. They might have failed their polygraph and yada yada yada. I can't. It don't seem right. I mean, I forgive these people, right? We've forgiven. We go on. Hey, Debbie, can you hear me? I can't see the monitor because I'm outside. Somehow I need to move the monitor so I can see when I'm sitting outside. I can see. Debbie, how do I look? Are you still there? I don't know if I look too good, Debbie. They I don't know, spell or something, or a warlock or something. Oh my God, I don't even look like me anymore. I look like old Howard Hughes. What have they done to me? I loved Howard Hughes. He was a great man, great inventor, great aviator. And he created a lot of machinery that helped a lot of people in hospitals. I'll show my face there pretty soon, Debbie, to show you what they've done to me. Turned me into some kind of a monster. Everything I didn't want to become, they made me. They created some kind of beast. I was waiting to come out, I guess. I don't know. It'd be nice if you were sitting here in this rocking chair here, Debbie. Then we can chat. Maybe write a movie. Oh, did you guys hear that explosion? That was phenomenal. That was a phenomenal phenomenon. Bum, 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 phenomenon. Bum, bum, bum. Phenomenon. Bum, bum, bum. That was phenomenal. Well, we're filming on the back 40 of property. A couple small explosions. Don't worry about it. Everything will be fine. Hey, so I was looking up this strain that's going around of cannabis that they're talking about. It's called cherry cookie breath. Now, is that an indica or is that a sativa? That's what we're wanting. We don't know it all. I don't know it all. God does, but I don't. We can only make our theories or assumptions on what's going on. But I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up. It's called cherry cookie breath. I'm not sure if that's a sativa or whatever. I really don't know. I went into somebody's chat yesterday and I was talking as I was a second party. You're not going to believe this. You are not going to believe this. Here comes a little squirrel. Here he comes. Maybe I should turn the camera so you can see. see. Little booger, here he comes. He's just hopping through the tall grass. You hear him? Debbie, we hope Smiley Story World's doing good. You know what? I have a monitor splitter. And I do have a small monitor. So maybe I'll go ahead, hook that splitter up, get the small monitor, and I can put it outside. So then I can see the chat at the same time as I'm sitting out here because I can't see the monitor when I'm outside. So the sun still shines. Beautiful out. You know, they want me to end this war. I'm not talking about the war in Ukraine, which we should be ending that war. But they're talking about this YouTube war, this war in Indiana that these idiots created. So they want me to end this war, come out of the jungle, come out of behind the trees. And they're talking there might be some money in it for me to end this war. Might be movie deals, books. We've been getting justification for the kids and the women that got beat and used, and even some of the men that came up missing in Indiana. We've been getting a lot of justification for the people that were used within the healthcare system, within the housing developments. Should we end this war? I'm only one man. Really, this war ain't up to me. It's really God's war. Lemon water. Smell of victory. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches and muscle cars, yeah. I spent all my life being a slave to this business. Oh Lord, lift the Kramer name up again. Well, I was raised in Chicago, on the outskirts of the city, but I always ventured to the bad side of the tracks, yeah. Well, I'm no stranger to poverty, and I know what it means to be poor. 'Cause I used to be one of them druggies, living in a dark alley. Yeah. And that's the truth. So, oh Lord, won't you save me? Once again. Oh, here come the birds. I told you, these little birds love soft music and talking. Ugh. Jesus, my Savior, there's no place for me now. I've come too far to reveal the devil in disguise. And I must be boring, 'cause I ain't got enough clams. I'll keep on being poor, Lord, and I'll be their sacrificial lamb. Oh, Jesus, my Savior, yeah. Bring redemption to the ones that the devil killed, yeah. We all been used and abused, but some of us seen the light, yeah. I'm here to testify there's more than money in this world, yeah. Folks, we're getting ready for a really big show in Indiana. Aerosmith and Black Crowes. Megadeth, the wild man himself. big shows, and there's going to be other bands there. It's going to be a big show. Going to be huge. Both bands are great bands. I have grown fond of Black Crowes. It's a great band. You hear them? You guys hear them? Wake me when the day breaks. Show me how the sun shines. Tell me about your heartaches, baby. It's hard to make up your mind. Do you dream to touch me? Smile down deep inside. Couldn't you just kill me? Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to make up your mind. My angels, my devil, baby, thorn in my pride. My angel, my devil's baby, thorn in my pride. Yeah. Boom, bam, bam. It's almost feeding time for the eagles and hawks. They'll be flying around here pretty soon. Feeding time. Yeah. Beautiful weather. So I'm thinking about putting a fence up in a small area, privacy fence. That's what our slogan should be for 2024. Privacy and security. I don't know if anyone's watching. I know it's Sunday, the Lord's Day. People have things to do. I can't. Ooh, the cardinal. The cardinal's up. No, the cardinal. I only got him a couple times on film. Oh, here he comes. He is right in the tree right here. It's all right, little buddy. You can come eat if you want. Come on, come eat. He's sitting in the tree watching. You hear them baby hawks? Hear 'em? It's almost feeding time. I think I got two hawks living in the pine tree here. There is a cat. There's a cat that is walking the tree line hunting right now. It's coming up. Let me try and change the camera over to the wilderness part. All right, I got a cat coming up. He's hunting. The birds have disappeared. Now, let me explain myself why I'm having a problem with Delphi. Because all these creators know each other and they communicate with each other behind the scenes. but right in front of their face. And there's data of that. There is actually phone data of that. And they communicate behind scenes with each other, but yet they get on panel, and yet they get on YouTube and their channels, and they act like they don't know each other, that they don't communicate with each other behind scenes. But all that data showed that they did. And it was all a scam. The Lord revealed it, probably. If I'm wrong, Lord, then I'm wrong. But that's what I believe, that it did show that they were communicating behind scenes. And they do know each other, and they act like they don't know each other, but they do. How can you not be on YouTube and not know who people are when they're actually suspects in cases that you're watching? And you go, oh, who are you? Yeah, it's unreal. And nothing to it. I have nothing against it. I'm not doing anything to any of these people. I ain't going to jeopardize my freedom. But I just can't stand, I just can't. It's too fake. It's too devious. They're all working together. They did try to hire people to kill us. They are trying to kill us. They are using witchery and sorcery. If they hated thy father, they surely hate us. You guys see the cat? Does anyone see the cat? Let me see if I can see the cat in my monitor. Debbie, you see a squatch? There's a cat sitting on him. And that noise you're hearing is the squirrels talking to each other, warning them that there's a cat that's on the hunt. Two black cats come a creeping like a black cats do. Two bodies lay there bleeding, full of blood. This is sad. Gonna be there. Fill a man full of home. Yeah. Well, wow, wow, wow. You know what gets me, folks? What upsets me the most? I don't know if you folks really care, but what upsets me the most is these people saying I'm jealous, and they think I'm jealous of these people, and I'm like, no, I'm not jealous, right? He's a pretty boy. These people are famous. They're big. They're beautiful women. I'm not jealous of that, right? I'm just doing my job as an investigator, being a YouTube investigator, not a real investigator, but just somebody that pays attention to the crime in this area. And because it's an ongoing case, and I don't want to talk to any of these people for the for simply the fact is because it could implicate you in something. Just talking to that person. Oh, that cat's on the move. Look at he's almost, he's looking for something. He's on the hunt. You see him moving, Debbie? Oh, did you see that? He jumped to get that butterfly. Did you see that? That was cool. Predators. That's exactly what we're dealing with some of these YouTube channels. Predator. Oh man, hopefully we got that on film. That cat sprung up about 4 foot in the air. Debbie, did you see that cat? Did anyone see that cat jump up? Did I get it on film? Son of a. Debbie, if you're still watching, comment yes or no. Did I get the cat jumping with the butterfly in the film in the shot? I see you commented yes, Debbie. Good. Thank you. That was cool. He jumped up about 4 foot to try and get that butterfly. That was pretty cool. All right, I bet you the squirrels start coming out and the birds now. Looks like the cat moved up. Yes. But I got nothing against these channels personally, but some of these channels have implicated themselves into these cases, meaning they've made themselves part of the scam or investigation. I don't know if anyone can understand that. And we're going through the same thing in this small little town. You know, there's troubles everywhere. All right, that black squirrel is coming down from that little tree behind this big tree. Here he comes. I don't know if you can see him. Keep an eye on that tree out there. You'll see him coming down. Let me see if I can call him. He's coming down. I wonder if I can see him under it. I don't see him. He's stuck to the side of the tree upside down. He's like a lizard. Dang, he's like a lizard on the side of a tree. He's on. Beautiful day. Although I'm in a little pain, other than that, it's a beautiful day. There he is. I wonder if he comes down on that little tree. Yeah. Folks, I can't strongly urge you. Get your tickets now while you can. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Down in Indianapolis. I think it might be Melbourne or something. Get your Black Crowes, Aerosmith, Megadeth, and so many more metal bands. You know, I can see that smoke they're talking about, haze, which is the smoke from the fires and wildfire. Very hard to breathe, painful. But glory to God that I'm still here and they haven't killed me yet. Blessed be the King. Pick some of these weeds inside this hostage point. Hostage, whatever they call it. Tell you what, the plants did. It's almost time to cut these plants back. It's almost time to cut the plants. I want to give a thumbs up. Big thumbs up. What have I become? What have they done to me? What have they done to me, my Lord? What has become of me? You know, when I was in music, I was a lot peaceful, a lot happier. Even doing the movie stuff or whatever, and the madness. But I noticed this crime thing. It's irking me. I watch too much of these crime things, and these kids missing and dying, these women, these dudes killed. And it's, I mean, you watch enough of it, 7, 8 years, and it's sick. I don't. It's just sick. It ain't me. But you're talking to somebody that where you mind your own business. But after you have kids, nieces and nephews, well, you start paying attention to this stuff. Right? You kind of, you shouldn't, but you make it your business, and you shouldn't make it your business. So I try and stay out of the business part of it. God bless America. One sweet. Excuse me. What is it? I don't know. I feel like somebody's trespassing on me. That's doing drugs, like hard drugs or something. I don't know. It's where almost like something is drawing energy from me. I don't know. Crazy, maybe. Molecularly, genetically changed me into something that I never was. I even grew a beard. People are like, "That's not Johnny Kramer." It's me. It is me. People are like, "How did you become so huge?" You have first off, you have to become famous in your own head. And then once you project that famous out amongst the world for years and years, either you become labeled a nut job, which they've done that to me many times, or you become labeled as this dude is outrageous and he created his own fame. And people do that all the time. It's a book right out of, so it's a page ripped right out of the Johnny Kramer Chronicles. The Chronicles of Johnny Kramer, Johnny Quest. Really, I have become like a Howard Hughes, a recluse, right? Renting out full apartment complexes, just renting out full overnight hotels. Now somebody's sending me some smoke. That evil. I don't want it. Here comes that squirrel again. He is plastered up against that tree. He's halfway down it. He's upside down. Here he comes. He's moving. He's on the move. Now he's down. Oh, there he goes. He's going back up. He just came down to test the waters. He jumped right back up. There he went, right up that tree. Little bugger. Yeah, well, Howard Hughes was a pretty good guy. A lot of people didn't like him. He was very cocky. From my research, he was a very confident man in what he did and how he did it. A lot of people don't realize some of the technology that we still use today within the military is actually some of Howard Hughes's um, technology. I know I must be boring you people, but it is beautiful out. I'm sitting outside. I'm chilling with my gnomes. I got a couple gnomes out here. They're supposed to be, I guess they say they're supposed to be bringing you good luck, but now people are saying get rid of them gnomes. They're no good. They bring evil on you. Like it's a gnome. Don't believe in that. Only believe in the Bible. Well, amen. Crazy, crazy for thinking about you. I notice a lot of people on YouTube sit there and label me as crazy, and I'm like, I know, I got documentation to show it. But that don't mean I'm completely stupid or a moron. It just means that I have a disability. And I find it hard to believe that whenever I strike a nerve with these people on their channels or in a case, automatically I become crazy, right? Automatically take your medicine, you're a nut job. All right. Well, they said that about Einstein. They said that about Howard Hughes. They said that about Tesla. They even said that about thy God Almighty, Jesus. Well, I don't know. I don't want to be famous. I've been famous. It ain't all cracked up to what it should be, but we're famous in our own minds. I'm just going to go back to being poor and an idiot. Solving cases are pretty much done with. Giving my opinions on videos and everything, I don't want to double chew my cabbage. I don't want to. I don't want to say something and do it. Like I've seen these. I've been watching Griff for 8 years now, 7 years, and every week he's done with YouTube. It's over with. He's off YouTube. But that's the catch. And then a couple days later, he's back on, or a week later. I've watched Griff, the real Griff, Griff the unknown, Griff the Griff, change, leave YouTube 500 times. Now, inside, I find it hilarious. But as somebody that has a disability and researches disabilities, he needs help. But then again, that's part of the skit, and a lot of people don't realize that. I've watched these channels say, this is it, this is the killer, we know it. And then the proof come out and they say, no, it's this guy's the killer. We've seen these channels do it on these crime channels, communities. Always proven wrong. So I can't say I'm going to be off of YouTube permanently. I can't say I'm not going to comment on the videos and my opinions on the YouTube cases. I'm going to try and stay away from it because it's crazy. It's almost like a curse or a spell that they put me under. Now, I agree with some of these YouTube channels that something evil is going on and they're using us. I think so. It is almost like a spell, an entity, a curse or something that they send to try and disturb you or trigger you. I can testify to that. Amen. Sometimes I even ask the Lord to bind me from myself. Sometimes we are our greatest enemies ourselves. Hold on, I gotta eat something. I'm getting. All right, so sometimes we do. Oh, I want to say hello to Debbie and Lynn DS. But sometimes we are our greatest enemies and we fold under pressure. And I understand some of these channels uh, that go ahead and make choices and bad choices because of fame or big views or subs or a pretty face. I understand that. And the pressures and the money that is thrown around at these YouTubers and the views that are thrown around to these YouTubers, they fold under pressure and they submit themselves to corruption and what we call selling their souls to the devil. And am I jealous over it? Honestly, I'm going to be honest, a little, but to go out and sell myself out for views, subs, or money, or I've been offered all kinds of stuff. Do I take it? No, because I only know one way how to make money, and that's hard labor, construction, yard work, whatever it may be. I never used. Other people have used my talents and made a lot of money. Uh, Used my mind or whatever my thing. It's almost like a spiritual. It's almost like a vampire. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I'm not going to lie. It's a witch or a demon or something. And it does. It does feel like uh, they draw energy from you. They'll suck the life out of you. And that is the movie business, that is music business, that is politics, and that's religion. So I understand how some of these people made bad choices on their channel, and they had people on their channel that were actually still suspects or at one time were involved. They might not have been the killer, but they had part on luring people to their deaths and doing bad things, sick people doing bad things. So uh, I just want to thank God that I wasn't one of them people that had these people on my panel and they wanted to be on my panel. They wanted me to do this, that, this, that. No, I'm not going to argue, fight with these people, stoop to their levels. I'll make a video. If you don't like it, comment on the video. Make a video yourself, right? But this magic, this spell, this evil that they put on me to try and keep my mouth shut was uncalled for, unmoral, and it was against God and everything I believe in. Here's the thing. I don't have a big fan base, even on my YouTube channels. I keep my group very small. I get friend requests sent to me all the time. I don't answer it. I operate within a small group of people. I'm very private with my life. I don't put other people's photos or information out. I find it sick and disgusting. And someone's private life is their private life. And I don't sell out. I didn't get to where I was or where I am selling out. When you think about it, and I'm an idiot. But I can understand how these people make choices and they choose to have these people on their channel for views, subs, or they might have a crush on that man and they want him on the panel. We've seen that on all kinds of channels. These women go nuts for these dudes. These pretty boys is what we call them on the streets. And I'm not jealous for that. It's just they're being swayed. And it was just like on some of these crime channels where Upchurch donated a lot of money. Upchurch got involved in the crime scene, right? Hey, I made videos saying, kid, get out of the crime business. Stick to music and what you know. And they attacked me. Creek Squad came here driving around in their trucks. Creek Squad. I had to stay in for a whole week. Right? Pissing all kinds of people out just because I make comments. Kid, get out of that shit. You got too much time on your hand. Concentrate on music. Oh, here comes that cardinal. People attack me for it. Well, I'm just playing along with the drama. I haven't killed anybody, attacked anybody. In my channel, I don't have anybody that watches my channel. And I don't have people attacking other channels. That's a no-no. Why? Because I'm very polite in people's channels. Right? If I say something and it upsets somebody, I take it down and I apologize. I'm very good in people's channels. That little cardinal just landed right here by the tree. I hope he flies over here and eats. He usually eats out. But I'm just voicing my opinion. I'm just talking. And that's my right. People have made videos on me. They accused me of all kinds of stuff. And that's fine. That's their right. This war in Indiana was here before me, but I just joined the war. The Delphi War, the Indiana War. They want me to come out of the jungles, out of the tree lines, stop this war. Well, I didn't create it. I'm just a law-abiding citizen. I ain't out raping and pillaging. I certainly ain't out making fake videos or photo op videos. I hope I got that cat. I hope I got that cat that jumped up in the air on film. That was cool. It was almost like Wild Kingdom. I like my privacy, people. I had my own home with land, and they swindled me out of that money. They took it because I got too close to the truth, because I had a disability and I didn't know all this big lawyer talk. And some of you folks hit it on the money. I did stop making payments on my house because I couldn't afford it. It was a sham uh, mortgage. Millions got ripped off. Millions of people lost their homes on fraudulent paperwork, fraudulent loans, where they knew there was no way people can make that payment. Here comes that little squirrel. I ain't got no peanuts. I do have a hot dog, but I don't know if they eat meat. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. He don't see me. Wait, there he is. He's in the tree right here by me. You guys see him in the tree? Is anybody watching this? Look at him. Look at him. Trying to sound like a squirrel. He's in the tree right in front of you folks. He's licking himself. He's actually licking his gonads. Is there a good chance he might attack me? There is a good chance. He could be cannibal. I know what Debbie's probably saying right now. If I seen the monitor, I bet you she's saying, feed him a hot dog. They love hot dogs. He could be alien. Here he comes. He's right here by me. He just went right by me. My God, was that on film, Debbie? Did you see the squirrel come out of the tree and cross the yard? I got to see. Did I get that on film? Let me see if the camera was. Did anyone see that squirrel come out of the tree? He's right here outside my door right now. That I should move the camera. Little booger. He ain't even afraid of me. He's digging in the ground. Trying to sound like a squirrel. I'm gonna have to research squirrel noises. He's looking at me right now again. What the hell are you doing? Yeah, he's gonna go up in this big pine tree. Thy God, thy King, thy shepherd. Thy God, thy King. You hear the cicadas? Now, folks, I don't want to alarm you, but some of these channels have been using witchery, sorcery, black arts behind closed doors and within each other, communicating with each other. Now, I don't want to alarm you, but it is true. And we all know talker is just talk, right? And there's one thing that the Eagles have always taught me is talk is for losers and fools. And what I have to ask yourselves, what I have to ask you is, I'm not going to be a victim of love or a broken heart. I could be wrong, but I've been through this before, and I'm not. Victim of love, yes. What kind of love have you got? What kind of love have you got? Great band. We got a little bit of clouds coming in, but I imagine it's all coming in from the west or up south there where this hurricane's pushing in. But like I said, I don't want to alarm anybody or anything, but I think I think some of these people are just not who they say they are. So we play along because we want to be, as YouTube creators, we want to be accepted within their communities, right? And that's what's funny at YouTube. And they consider people that come into their chats or sub to them as their community, right? What? This is my community. All right, we're dealing with dictators. Right? I've dealt with dictators before. Right? They claim everything. I got to relieve myself here real quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy the silence. Or at least the birds. I got a jet coming in. I see Johnson is back to his old tricks. I struck a nerve with Johnson. He wants to know why I quit paying because the lawyers and everyone said it was a fraudulent loan. Right? I kept harassing the banks every time they sold my mortgage. I would call the bank that bought it, and I tell them that's a fraudulent mortgage. It's supposed to be a 30-year mortgage, and you guys got it a 30-year fixed mortgage. And they reviewed it, and people said stop paying on it, and I stopped paying on it. Eventually, I went bankrupt. I filed for bankruptcy. Got out of it, and then they contacted me, and some people that were investigating it said yes, it was that your home was. They said my home was in a package of 100,000 mortgages that some mortgage company bought, and my mortgage was in that mortgage. They went through it, and they looked at it, and it was a fraudulent loan or whatever they said it was. I don't know. And I tried refinancing, but the property, the home was too old to refinance. So the banks were like, no, it's too old. We're not going to refinance it. And I talked to some people that were in the real estate, and they were like, just get out of it. File bankruptcy. And I've never filed bankruptcy in my life. I was devastated because I was raised, you file bankruptcy, it's not good, right? With creditors in the bank. So I was devastated that I had to pay to file bankruptcy, and I lost my house, the land, my mind, my dogs, my cars, guitars. And because I didn't have a lawyer at the time, I was paying so much in child support, mortgage, car insurance. I just couldn't do it no more. And I lost my mind, and I lost my property, and I lost body organs, and people were using me and just running me through the ringer. And I was at a point where I was like, death is better. I was going through. Right? I came to that point where I was like, death would be better for me. And I went through that whole thing that everyone would be better off if I was gone anyways. Right? People wouldn't be hounded me for money or fame or whatever it may be, or just being idiots. Right? Vampires, I call them. So yeah, I lost everything. Lost my mind too. So I quit making the payments. For one, it was fraudulent. Excuse me. The whole time they were lying, but after I got in contact with somebody that knew what was going on, they said that's what they wanted. They wanted to. They'll tell you all kinds of lies because they want your property, right? They'll turn around and sell it again for more than what it's worth. Someone will get a mortgage on it. They'll go to refinance it and find out that they can't refinance it. Therefore, they're stuck with it. Therefore, they have them in a balloon mortgage, and every year it goes up. Eventually, they know that family will not be able to pay for it. Therefore, they repossess the house, foreclosure, resell it, remortgage it to someone else. Scam continues. So I got out of it. I did file bankruptcy. I had to anyways. I owed a lot of money for my operations. They'll force you right into bankruptcy. And in order to be on disability, you have to give up everything you got, or you won't get insurance in Indiana. And that's how they scammed a lot of properties out of people, was they put these people on disability. And once they did that, in order to get insurance, when you're on SSI, you have to be on Medicaid, Medicare. And in order to be on Medicaid, Medicare and the health care system in Indiana, you cannot show any evidence of owning property, vehicles. You're only allowed one vehicle, I think. You're only allowed to make so much money. You're only allowed to have certain things. Therefore, they keep you within the poverty system, and they keep stealing from you and threatening to take everything away, which is nothing. Right? They say it's the greatest insurance, but you can't get a set of teeth. They won't cover that. They don't cover dental. They don't cover eye. There's a lot of operations that they just will not cover. Any expensive medication for any cancers or any AIDS or any disease that's the medication is expensive. They will not cover you for that. That comes out of your pocket. You got to pay for it. And either that or they'll put you on a generic brand of that medication, which you don't know what the heck's in it. So the system is broken. It's been broken. And I say one more time, all glory goes to God, because truly I'm an idiot. I didn't graduate high school. I have suffered a lot, physically, mentally, emotionally. But that's part of life. Where I come from, that's the streets. That's the neighborhood. You keep your mouth shut and stay out of other people's business. But when people bring, oh, I got a hawk out there flying. It might be an eagle. But where I come from, that's how you live. So it was a fraudulent loan, and that's why I quit paying on it. There was no way I could get out of it. Nobody would refinance it. The property itself, the acre and a half, almost 2 acres of land, was actually worth more than the house. So chalk that one up for the bankers, right? And that is the truth. I was too over, I wasn't bringing in enough income. That was going out with child support, a mortgage, house insurance, car insurance, property tax. I lost my mind, man. I lost everything. I had a real nice Trans Am and IROC and a couple Labradors, dogs. I had fruit trees on my property. Used to watch the deer stand on their back legs and eat right from the property. Which, by rights, I did have the right. If I wanted to shoot them deer, I could have without a license, because they were on my property. And in Indiana, if you own property, I don't believe you need to get deer tags. It's your property. You can hunt on it. So a lot of people don't know the truth because I keep a lot of things secret. I'm very private with my life. It is true. I lost everything. It is true. I'm in bad shape. It is true. I do thank the God every day. I try and do my best I can. That is true. That's all true stuff. What is not true is I don't owe all this child support that these people keep stealing from me out of the checking accounts. And I'm like, and even the government says there is no, what do you, it's a scam, right? I don't know. I'll go to the bank tomorrow and find out what's going on. I know I just had $180 and $170 in there. I've been paying cash with everything lately. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I think someone is scamming from me, and I'll have to change my account and everything, and no more debit cards. It's easier to steal through electronics, debit cards. It's not the greatest country in the world, folks. I'm sorry. If it was, there would be no way that these people can access your account. There's no way these people would be able to set up a fake credit card machine in town at a gas station and get all your information. So it's happening. It's happening to me right now again. And you know what? I screamed out to people, letting them know what was happening to me. These people they're saying I'm crazy. It's not happening. And literally they literally went through all my records and said, no, they are pulling out of his account. And I didn't give him authorization. So, yeah, that is true. That is a true story. And it is a true story when my aunt passed away. I had to go to her house and clean out her refrigerator. And as I was cleaning it out, I was starving. So there was a candy bar in the refrigerator and tinfoil. I ate half of that candy bar. By the time I was done cleaning out the refrigerator, at the bottom of the refrigerator, underneath the drawer, because I was wiping it out, was a chocolate candy bar wrapper that said chocolate X-Lax. And that about killed me. It did. I ate a whole half a big giant bar. I thought it was chocolate. It was chocolate X-Lax. I cracked for 6 months. It almost killed me. It almost killed me. And I knew something was wrong after about an hour of eating it. Something, something was bad. Something went bad, and my stomach started gurgling, sharp pains. And I couldn't figure it out. You know, I cracked for a good, probably 2 hours at first. I couldn't get off the toilet. And then afterwards, I called my mother. I'm like, I ate this candy bar, and at the bottom when I pulled out the drawers, I also found a wrapper that said chocolate X-Lax. What's that? And she said, did you eat any of it? And I said, I ate half of it. She said, oh my God. I said, yeah, I ate half of it. It's good. That is a true story. Crap my brains out. I've done some stupid stuff in my life. I've had some really bad accidents, concussions. I'm learning to control my concussions. Right? Concussions bring on anger, they bring on confusion, a haze in the brain. Your brain shuts down for a while with concussions. And in a lot of accidents. Plus, I was a football player in high school, and I was trained in football that when you hit somebody, you plow into them with your helmet and your head, and you run them over. And then after high school, which I think I had brain damage in high school from my accident, I fell from a cliff climbing up a cliff, landed on my head, knocked the shit out of me, busted my head wide open, broke a bone. Ever since that accident, my world has been just horrible. But I want to thank God that He got me through the pain, the suffering, and I did it without killing anybody or massively hurting anybody. Thank God for that. All glory does go to God for that. Just sitting here talking to you people, I'm in pain. And a lot of people don't realize that. They see me go out and do things and lift things, and I'm like, it ain't going to get done. I don't have a team of people. I don't have people here cleaning my toilets, back in my house, doing my yard work and doing things. It ain't going to get done itself. So I do it. Even though they say I shouldn't be doing it, I do it anyways because it ain't going to get done itself. Right? Do I think they put a spell on me or a curse? Or am I cursed? It could be. Do I think it's from God? I don't think so. I would have been dead. I know I'm not Job. Maybe God did test me. Maybe I failed. Pain is pain. When you grow up and you're a straight man, fights, pain, accidents, injuries, that's something you deal with. You're a sissy if you complain about it, right? The truth is the truth. I've had a very bad life. A lot of people used me, and that's okay. Did I kill anybody? No. Did I do anything bad? No. I voiced my opinion that they were idiots. That's about it. I made a couple movies. It's not against the law for me to kill people in my movie. Although I don't like it. To be honest, I really don't like it. I would rather be doing documentaries on music, love, women. When you're this far down and you're a straight man and you're this down in the hole and people have beaten you down and called you names and done very bad things, sometimes the only thing that can get you out of that slump is a woman or love. But the only other thing that can do it is God. That's about it. But the world we live in today, well, you just can't trust anybody. And now I know what some of these women were talking about, telling me, and some of these dudes don't trust anyone, Johnny. Don't trust anyone. And it's a hard, cold, heartless world to go through. Not trusting anybody, not even your own family. So do I know what Howard Hughes felt like? Yes. Do I know what Kurt Cobain felt like? Yes. Do I know what, God rest his soul, Lane Staley felt like? Yes. I'm trapped in this world that I created, this thing. I'm trapped within my own mind. So I understand why they were thinking the only way is gone. And I will have some peace in my life. I understand it. And forgive them, Lord, for they knew not, or had no option, or had nobody that was truly, truly their friend. They're only around you for something, whether it be drugs, sex, or money, or what you can do for their career or whatever in business. I don't want it. I walked away from it many a times. I'll walk away from it again. You see what I do? This is what I do. I'd give this up for what? A bunch of headaches, a bunch of lies, deceit. I'll take this beautiful nature, the outdoor, eagles flying around, hawks, squirrels. I used to be a very ornery person when I was younger. That's the truth. I was in good shape and I could fight. And I was crazy. But I was that way because of the disability I have, the concussions. I didn't know how to control it back then. So when someone said something that I didn't like, I commenced to punching them in the face or beating them with whatever I can get my hands on. That's the truth. But I learned how to control my temper, my disability, my attitude, and most off is I learned how to not act on my thoughts. I've learned how to make movies and use my mind, even though it is a disability mind. I've learned how to control it and my temper. And it takes a lot to get me very, very upset and angry where I want to rip somebody's head off. Leave me alone, I'll leave you alone. I've always lived by live and let live, forgive and turn the other cheek. I got another eagle flying around out there. We've all committed sins, folks. I did it. My sins were mainly committed when I was a minor, right? When I was a younger teenager. So I've changed my life. I've learned to control things. This disability will never go away. I understand that. So you live with it. You make adjustments like our U.S. military. You overcome, you adapt, compromise. So they want me to end this war. I don't know. That's like me standing down saying, I don't care what happens to these children or these women that are abused or even men that are abused. That's me saying if I stand down, that it's okay for these big businesses to do whatever they want to the consumer. If I stand down, that tells the world that it's okay for banks to treat you like you're an idiot, not give you the credit you need. That would mean that I would be standing down to poverty, that these people were forced into it. They had no choice. They were a product, a creation of God and a product of the United States society and country and religion. So they want me to come out of the jungle. What's in it for me? I'm already on my deathbed. What's in it for the people? What's in it for our neighborhoods, our children, our Native Americans, my people? They're all of our people. What's in it for them? What's in it for the kids that were already killed by these animals, the people we lost in these gangs? What's in it for them and their families? Then maybe I'll come out of the jungle. That would be me standing down to thy God Almighty. That would be me turning my back on everything that God stands for. That would be me dying. That would be me turning my back on every United States veteran, military man, government that I was raised to support. The same people that hunt me down day after day, the same people that want me to keep my mouth shut, are the same people that I've supported and gone to war with. And you tell me, you want me to come out of this jungle? You want me to end this war with the Delphi crazy madness down south? Nut jobs? I don't know. I'll leave that up to my community. I ain't got no community. People, they're nuts. I can't believe they'll betray my community. What community? It's a YouTube channel. These people are free to go and come as they will. Debbie, you still out there? You all right? Are all the ladies okay in chat? Debbie, you have seniority. I'm outside. I can't see the monitor. So if you folks got things to do, please go do them. Uh, and and Debbie, if anyone's giving any of the people trouble in chat, get rid of them. You have authority. But they, that's the thing. They just want me to come in. They want me to. They keep telling me, and I got some. I'm gonna move the camera, but I got hawks all over. I got a plane that just flew over. But I got eagles and hawks flying all over the place. It's just a beautiful day. It's just a beautiful day. Tomorrow I have work to do. I got painting to do tomorrow. Painting. Can you guys see the sky? Let me check the monitor. Maybe we can catch some of them hawks flying around. Lynn DS, how you been doing? Don't anybody get upset just because I unsub from channels. That's our right. I've lost a lot of subs, and that's their right to unsub. That's their right. They have the right to do that. And I have the right not to support them channels that support these people that made themselves suspects in crimes and other crimes. I noticed that just because I said I can't support this stuff no more, people are. I'm going to make a whole video about it. I can't support these what's going on YouTube. I can't support these fake Delphi things. They've been here from the start. They've been here. Yeah, they made fake videos. They led people on wild goose chases. Most of them did it because there was $360,000 at stake. So they were diverting people deliberately away from the real truth. In the Delphi case and the Summer Wells case, which they're both connected, folks. If you ask me, we're seeing the same thing in the Delphi case as we did, or in the Summer Wells case as we did in the Delphi case. And that is the truth. There is a connection there. People are pissed because I want to question Brian Kohlberger. He was talking to all these people. Didn't anybody put all the connections together? All the pieces together that this is a giant ring? You would be shocked if you knew the truth. And all along, the FBI and CIA and the government was telling us the truth. We got a problem, and we do. In America, folks. Now, here's another thing that you folks fell for. Sheriff Carter came right out and told these people are not part of the investigation. And they told them people that for the simple reason is we all know that when there is an investigation going on, that the police themselves will tell you things that are not real or not true to see where either the leak is coming from or they have suspects and they want them suspects to think that they are free and clear. So why? So they can investigate and watch them and not spook them so they run like a lot of these people ran once they found out that some people were looking for them. You would be shocked if I told you nobody died and all these people are alive and it was all a movie. They're all grown up adults now, teenagers. Right? Everyone would be shocked. What? Are you kidding me? No. It's all made up. That's why the whole case don't make sense. Everyone's going, this whole case is... I know exactly what them people were thinking. It was so crazy in the Delphi case and Summer Wells case that people are actually saying this has got to either be scripted or it's not real. And they created this. Why? To scam people. It's just another day in the neighborhood. Oh, that sun is coming out and it is getting hot. Woo, doggy. Get me some sun. Now, I know I talk too fast, and I know by the time you folks hear this, this will be all edited probably already. The people that hacked my account are that good. They can make it out that I'm a killer, cut job, no, nut job. You name it. Does the technology exist? Are people that good within the system to do that? Yes. That is true and that is real. Well, God bless it, America. Like I said, what's in it for me to come out of the jungle and quit this war? I ain't even myself. I got people trespassing on me, demons running me, it's witches putting spells on me, curses, people using me, voodoo dolls with me, most hated person on YouTube. And I made all these people make videos. I hope all you ladies are being treated good in my chat. I hope nobody's aggravating you ladies inside my chat room. But it don't end, folks. I can give two craps if Griff has a giant underworld of Secret Service people, spies, boats, and hoes. I don't care. I don't care if Greeno is a pretty boy and is swaying people all over with his stories and fake videos. I don't care about anything, really. Do I care that Upchurch bought his way into the crime community with his fame and money and music? I don't care. Do I think it was a bad call? I think it was a bad call. But then again, in the music business and fame, any publicity is good publicity. It's free publicity. I need to get some water. Now, Jesus, I almost just tripped out. Do I think it was Greeno, the one that was hacking or the fake accounts and luring people and everything? Yes, there's proof of that data. And some of these other guys on YouTube and ladies that were hacking into my account, hacking into my channel, creating havoc and causing people to attack me. Yes, they were doing it deliberately. They were trying to build a case, a fake case that the police didn't want anything to do with because it was fake against me. Why? My name, who I am. They know I'm famous. But they didn't know that I had a disability. And what else they didn't know is I'm not rich. They didn't know that I lost everything. They thought I lived in this kingdom, this whole town. So what did they do? Try to rip me off. Tried to kill me, tried to do all kinds of crap. So will I ever let my guard down against these dudes? No, to this day we're still looking for Sean Harmon. I want to dig up his body to make sure it's him. Are they still looking for these other guys that are proclaiming? Here's another thing, folks. These folks have been lying. They're not dead. We've seen too many of them fake their deaths on YouTube. You look, there's no information on it. And it's just their friends faking their death, saying they died because they know somebody's looking for them. So I don't believe anything. I know these people try and make it believe. They make you believe that I believe everything that is told to me. No. I know one thing. I believe what I see, what I experience, what I'm going through. I believe that. And you know what? I don't care if it even was true. All the power to these people if they have what they have, and all the power to them. If they can live each night with the things and the choices they make, all the power to them. Here's the thing. The thing I really don't like about Greeno is he came out with this giant story that somebody killed his mother. That's why his family killed other people. And the truth was, and the proof is shown, and the facts are that Anthony Greeno's mother died from an overdose. She was a druggie. And that is in the records, and that's what it was. But in Greeno's mind, and I don't blame Anthony Greeno because we all live in a crazy world, but in Anthony Greeno's mind, he knew that it was somebody that gave her drugs so she can OD and this and that and this and that. And the police investigated it. And it all came back to that's not what happened. That she died of a drug overdose. And my heart bleeds for Anthony Greeno because I've had people that have lost drug overdoses. You get mad at the drug dealer or whatever, you get mad at these people, but the law states it's not you don't have the right to make that assumption and go out and commit murder. But then again, if you investigate it even more, that we find that Anthony Greeno is a habitual liar. Many people have said that on YouTube. And the whole thing might be a story that he made up. Thus far, he must have sold the soul to the devil. He might be the devil himself incarnated. I'm not sure. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but maybe, folks, he's so tormented with the things. I don't know. The fake videos, the hiding everything, and women complaining about him, very violent, and all this stuff. And then the kicker was his phone got repossessed, and then the police started questioning him on the Delphi case and all that. Then he claimed that he knew who the killer was, and the killer called him. And all this stuff, it was just crazy. I wouldn't doubt it if they killed people to try and cover it up. People that were hot on it, well, they just went to the doctor and got a shot. It's just a CV shot, and then people are done. I wouldn't doubt it if it goes that deep. And these people want me, the government, we want to end the war. You want me to turn my back on all these people that these people have just destroyed. You want me to walk away from it. You just want me to walk away from it. That would be saying a lot. And I also know through my tribulations of life that sometimes you just got to back out of it. Sometimes you have to listen to the woman. And sometimes you just have to live to fight another day. We'll see what kind of options are on the table. Will we come out of the tree lines? Will we retreat? Stand down? I don't know. We'll see what's on the offering table. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it be. The movie, the war, and just let it lie. But I ain't gonna give up this scenery. You see this beauty? You see the outdoors, you see the sky, you see the sun, the beauty, the heat is coming down on me. Both heats, 5-0, and the sun. Some people are shocked and think they can't believe that I'm still hearing that. But I always keep telling them, why would I lie about that? These people deliberately went out of their way to cover something up. And the first videos that were out on that case were true. It was like the John Ramsey case, right? You had two sets of investigators go through the case, and they're like, there's no way someone else did it. The killer came from that house, right? Something happened in that house. But them videos are gone. You don't see them no more. No, I'm not saying anybody in that house killed anybody, but I'm only giving my opinion on it. I'm not them for it. People get wrapped up in fame, money, drugs, addictions. So some of these people made bad calls. Some of them changed their lives. Some of these ladies I support. And they're great ladies. Yes, they did have addictions. Yes, some of them were in the sex trade, but they're good women. They changed their ways. They have children now, and they make an honest living, right? They don't go out and rape, pillage, and steal to get their fix or so, you know, to to make money. Amen to that. But I'm just a man. That's all. One man. We're all dying. I just can't change my mind on this. War wasn't my war. I just I felt for the families and the people that were shocked that this kind of crap is going on in our neck of the woods. Now, as far as grift goes with telling people, well, some people are starting to believe this stuff. Well, Griff, if you're watching, that's called brainwashing. If you pump something into somebody's head long enough, they will believe it. And thus far goes, everyone has the free right to believe what they want. And a lot of these people just don't know the facts. The facts were covered up. And the facts is these people are still suspects, whether they like it or not. Because until the case is closed in Delphi and they say this is it, right? But I think it's bigger than that. And all the signs pointed to that. One person led to another person, led to another phone, led to another computer. And it was tracked. And it takes time to get data. And all them people probably that were questioned in the Delphi case originally probably did have some kind of connection to it. Or they would not have been questioned, right? Does that make sense to anyone out there? It don't. And that's what scares me is that's the bottom line truth is that's how they caught that's how we know that there was these people knew each other, they were communicating with each other, YouTubers, yada yada yada, on and on and on. And that is the truth. I believe in my head that's the truth. And them videos and them people were called idiots. Right? It was the same people that believed the John Ramsey case that said, you know, we've been through investigate, we went through the whole thing. There's no DNA, there's no hair strand, there's nothing, right? All signs point to the handwriting is from the family. And it's very well possible, we hate to say it, but something happened in that house and it was a family member. You got professionals that look at it and they say, that's what it looks like. Then you have to go with that, right? That was another bad case, heartbreaking. But the point might just be, folks, something happened in that house and they panicked. Or somebody was losing their mind and couldn't control their temper and did something very bad and created this giant story. I don't know, folks. I don't even want to get into the crime stuff. I don't, Lord. It's the Lord's day. God bless Jesus, God, and all you folks. Right? This is how you become when you start watching these cases over and over and over again and researching them and going through them. You lose touch with reality. You're so obsessed with watching these, trying to solve a case, trying to be something, trying to be noticed, to become accountable as one of them. So sometimes we agree with people we shouldn't be agreeing with. And sometimes we make bad choices. Even I have made bad choices. And yes, I listen to you women out there. I know I'm all over the place. I know. That's part of my disability. I don't like violence. I like music. I like good movies, as long as nobody's hurt. I love using my imagination, but using my imagination and creating things as I don't know if it's from God or I become one of them. And I'm just a storyteller, telling my stories, my life events. I don't want nothing to do with the devil, I know that. If I'm going to believe in anything, I'm going to believe in something good out of this pain and suffering that I went through. Massive collusion of being labeled, stolen from, used, abused, mind altering drugs and everything that pumped in. Who knows? All I can say is glory to God. But I understand some of these dudes that we all loved, right? We all loved them dudes. But now when you look back at the situation they were in and the addiction that they had and the psychosis that some of these great, great people had, they destroyed themselves. And to be one of them people that don't destroy myself. My big addiction right now is cigarettes, a couple soda pops, and a good woman is addicting. The Lord is addicting. Everything has become addicting. God save us and the people that need our help. God save our families. Bring our families back to some kind of peace. Now, this has been a long video. I wanted to get on here and voice my opinions on it. Now, these people are innocent until proven guilty. It is an ongoing case in Delphi still, and the Kohlberger case, and the Summer Wells case. So that's all I'm going to say. Nothing is over yet, folks. And you could have somebody on your channel and become friends with that person. And the next thing you know, you are now implicated in a missing kids thing or a double murder of kids or a quadruple murder of 4 people out in Idaho or what. That's how easy it is. And people don't realize that. Whoa, I just met the guy. We just met. We're talking friends and everything. Yeah, but now you've made yourself a suspect. There's a connection there with you and that person. So in a case, of course, the authorities are going to investigate, but they might just say, well, this guy has nothing to do with it. He just met him. But the bottom line fact is they will go ahead and look into it because that's their job, especially when it's an ongoing case. And if it is as big as we think it is, that there is some kind of data that is adding up, that is showing that we have a giant nut job cell in America, whether it be through violence or whatever. We might be working on a system that is calculating all these cases and going boom, boom, boom. These are all boom, boom, boom. These are all violent against women. These are all kidnapped kids. These are all boom, boom. And they're all communicating through each other, through data, burner phones, internet, boom, boom, boom. And then we're like, hoo-hoo, bingo, bango. There it is. That's everything we needed. And then it gets nuts because now the people you thought you knew, well, you didn't know them at all. And they were crazy nut jobs, right? Murderers, traffickers, violent people, gangs, killings, drugs. Whew, man. Then we got troubles. We got big troubles. People lose their insecurity and belief within the system that we're all safe. People lose belief and turn away from the Lord, right? People do things they don't want to do. Well, to become one of them, to be wanted, to be a part of a channel that's doing good. Right? Hey, I can understand some people are jealous. I've been jealous before, but not jealous enough where I'm going to go and wreck that person's life or make fake videos or give fake information. The truth is these people were questioned in the Delphi case. They were questioned in the Summer Wells case. They were questioned in the Kohlbergers case. And they would not have been questioned if the authorities or some kind of evidence didn't lead towards we have to investigate this person. So right there tells me that them people, the lifestyle they live, or whatever it may be, the people they hang around with are not good people. Thus far, they might have been innocent, but being that they were real good friends with these people, the authorities just automatically started investigating them. And actually, they were innocent people. This has caused such madness within the crime community and cases when you really think about it with an open mind, but a lot of people don't. To them, it's a soap opera. And that's what the crime community has become, some of these channels. And these cases have become a soap opera. And I just don't do soap operas. I'm sorry. I'll voice my opinion, but I ain't going to get all crazy and everything. Well, I might for views or subs. Well, that's what it's about, right? See, I would succumb to views and subs. I'm not going to lie. Madness, scaring people, drama, it brings views and subs. For some reason, it's like a curse or spell, or it's like a good taco. A good woman, you just can't get enough of it. It's an addiction. I don't know. It's just another thing. Right? But I've sucked up enough of your time. Did I unsub from a lot of people? Yes. I'm going to be honest with you, yes. I might resub. I have done that before, right? I've gotten fed up with channels and said, that's it. I'm unsubbing from that channel. And I do. I don't go back there for a while, right? I watch them maybe still, but I unsub from them. I take my number away from them by unsubbing because that's my power. That's me voicing my opinion on their thoughts and their actions. Usually I do unsub after a month or so or a couple of weeks. I resub and go back in there and start talking, but for them 2 weeks, I'm not no longer a sub. And that I take my number back. I count my number as mine and I take it back for them 2 weeks. I know it's an idiotic way of thinking, but I'm not a violent person. I can't go out and attack these people. So how do I handle it? I protest and I unsub from them. I might make a video voicing my opinion that I unsubbed from somebody today. I never mention names. I never mention what channels. That's the thing. I never mention what channels I unsubbed from. So I leave my viewers in all these crime channels wondering, has Johnny Kramer unsubbed from my channel? I know it's a devious way of thinking, but I do it. I'm sorry, I gotta entertain myself. Does anybody out there understand that? Probably not. But I did unsub from some people today. I cannot support their actions today. Believe me, I am subbed to some very beautiful women, incredible women. But that don't mean they're gonna sway the facts or the proof. And the proof is the facts. And the facts are them people are not good people. And I have seen these channels go crazy for Upchurch, all the women. Oh, it's Upchurch. Just go crazy. Oh, yeah, we change our mind. That guy is guilty. There is no Kiely Rodni. There is not. I have actually seen that when Upchurch comes into a chat room. The people that say, this is what happened. This is unbelievable. We can't believe this. Big money come into that channel or somebody with a famous thing, it all changes. Yeah, Upchurch. Once again, I support the kid in his music, his rock music, or just plain country. The whole rap thing, I'm out of it. I don't want to do it. I got no beef with Upchurch, although he's probably trying to kill me. Ooh, it's a hot one. That sun came up from behind them clouds, and it is hot. Don't worry, I'm drinking my trusty lemon water. Now, you ladies or dudes, that's another thing. People getting upset at me because I don't believe nothing. I don't believe that these are women. I don't believe some of the men are men. And that's what upsets a lot of these people, because I just don't believe them. And then when I say, okay, I believe you, then they say, well, you believe everything, right? These are sick Illuminati mind, war mind, psychological games that these people are playing. It is the devil. I know that. I know that. It's got to be the devil. I've been through a lot. I'm going through a lot right now. The world just won't leave me alone. You ever have them days where you just want to be away from everything? You just don't want it no more. Sanctuary. Check this out. A grasshopper just came, flew up, landed right next to me. Ah, young grasshopper. Young grasshopper. That might be the grasshoppers that are making that noise, not the cicadas. Ah, young grasshopper. What have you got? I'll tell you what, he blends right in with the. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. There he goes. Even family will drive you nuts. Complete batshit crazy. Sun feels good. I don't want to be bothered right now, Lord. Just want to sit here and chill and sweat, get a tan. Sanctuary. I know you folks are busy. Go ahead and go about your day. Don't worry, I won't be attacking. There is talk of a peace, a ceasefire in this war. Maybe I will walk away from this war. It ain't my war. I just felt it was something good to do. Felt right. I felt good at the time to hunt these people down like animals. Yeah, well, it ain't fun no more. So I don't know. There's talk. There's peace treaties going on right now. Peace, like winter's coming up, folks. We got to get ready for winter. I got to cut these plants back probably about October, November. Right, probably in the beginning of first frost. I'll cut them back. And that will reinsure regrowth for next. I only plant stuff that comes back every year. It saves time, right? So if you people are out there landscaping and doing your landscaping at home, always plant something that rejuvenates itself and comes back each year. Saves you a lot of time, a lot of hassle. In fall, you cut it back, and each year it comes back bigger, better. Well, I better go, I guess. Drove enough people crazy, I guess. I don't know. They say I made it, but I haven't seen any of the money. I know I'm paying out more than I got coming in. I know people are just dipping into my account. And, hey, you remember that time? No, I don't remember that time. So you can return that money. So God bless. And sometimes they made mistakes and got my account mixed up with someone else that had the same last name as me there. I think it wasn't spelled the same. So I don't know. I'm tired of it. I need an accountant. That's what I need. People are like, you're broke. What do you mean you need an accountant? You're poor. I know, but I still need an accountant, right? I need somebody to run the ship. I need someone to say, no, somebody took money out of your account that wasn't authorized, or no, you spent this money here. So I'll have to check and see what's going on, what came in, what didn't come in. I'll have to get up there tomorrow and see. Maybe someone just, I think somebody does have my account number. It's just taking little bits of a time or something. Or recharging me for it. What do I think? I think that team of scammers came into my little town and they fixed, meaning they switched out the credit card machines. Either that or an organization took it over and they're double dipping or something. All right, God bless. And I do believe these people are within my banking system. So I'm letting the FDIC know and local banks and everything. They just, I don't know. I know I'm crazy. I know what you folks are going to say. Take your medication, Johnny. Stuff like this never happens. You're crazy. I know. I know, folks. Now, you folks have a great day. I want to thank the great mods that showed up today. Uh, Debbie Fox. I want to thank anyone else that showed up, even my trolls. Thank you, trolls. Thank Lynn DS and everyone else that showed up. Thank God for all you. God bless everybody. Have a great day. Love you all. And don't worry, just because I unsub today and can't support these channels, uh, there's always tomorrow, right? I might wake up tomorrow and feel differently, but for now, I can't support them. God bless everybody and amen.